Alrighty guys, before I actually get started on swapping the engine over here, I've done a couple things ahead of this to speed this up a little bit. I went ahead and took the hitch bolts off. I loosened up the oil lines that go from the transmission to the engine, both the pickup and the return line, or the pressure line, however you want to look at it. And I have marked the mag shaft and the magneto coupler, because the coupler has to come the whole way off in order to get the engine off the transmission. So yes, do need to mark it, or you do need to retime it. It's not a bad idea to do both. What I do, and like I do when I take mags off always, is I go the impulse right past, then I line everything up and put a mark on it. So pretty much what I'm going to do tonight, bare minimum, if all I do is I get the engine off of this transmission, get it bolted to this transmission, and I get the gasket maker setting up on it for in the morning, I'll be happy with that. And then obviously while I'm waiting for that to set up, I can play around, do everything else, like put the pinion shaft and the PTO gear in, and switch the shipper shaft and dog gear over, and etc, etc. Get the tires and wheels on this. That is actually a new style hitch. I haven't decided. I think I might just leave it on there. Facebook just had a discussion about these older tractors that are painted orange. I'm gonna assume without a doubt that they were dealer reconditioned tractors. Gravely would do that if you traded your old tractor in, and then basically they would recondition it, and then basically it would be sold as a new reconditioned tractor. Now, all the Gravely sheets we have found, what they had to do in order to make it considered a reconditioned tractor is distinctly missing off of those sheets. So that would be something good to know if anybody knows out there. Because we're kind of assuming most of them were repainted. Most of them were updated to the high volume oil pumps, and all the latest additions at the time were added to it. Like my 48L has a paper air filter, and etc. So I'm thinking tractors 1963 and later that were dealer or factory rebuilt were painted orange to look like the newer ones. And I'm guessing ones done before that were left their original colors. Just a thought I have, but anyhow, without further ado, to get this motor off is not really that hard. I'm going to do the same thing as normal. The only thing I missed, and I'm glad I looked, is I have to take the air shields off around the intake and the exhaust, because obviously those go around the intake and the exhaust, and guess what? Fan shroud is going to tilt forward here. So, anyhow, without further ado, I'll set you guys up on the tripod and watch me wrestle this motor off and stick it on this trans. So, here we go. I'm actually going to kick this block out right here. That way it lays down forward. Neither one of these transmissions have had oil in them for years, so I ain't worried about that. So, here we go. Alright, recording. You guys where you can actually see. Yeah, it's probably good enough. Yeah. Alright. Now if I figure out what I did with the half-inch combination wrench right there, I'm going to take the only one stud off the front of this. The heater's not staying off very well. Fine threaded nut is in that clutch. Everybody remembers that? lived in Magic Land, this would just magically fall off. But we don't. May take some gentle persuasion to get this over. I put this block on here, so I already know there's an RCP on it. I remember swapping the block. Well, I don't know if I remember so much, but the YouTube's pretty good. And before you guys all carry away, I'm hammering on the through bolts. Unforgettable. I knew that shouldn't have been that hard. Grab the screw with the mag coupler, it should slide right back on there. Actually, the gasket is intact, so I'm going to just slap this on here without the gasket. Here, everything looks alright. So, go. That's a lesson for us all, kids. Always. When I do mean always, double check get all the bolts out. I thought I did. Apparently I did not. That's how you crack cases and break stuff. Oh. Socket, right. you go. Swapping motors. It don't take long. And the only other thing I'm going to do, you guys won't be able to see this. I'm going to tighten the nut on the stud up around here. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep this canister oil filter on here, or if I'm just going to swap over the spin-on one yet. That's the details I can work on later. So apparently, years ago when I did this, apparently I had one good gasket when I pulled the engine off. Which tractor it was off of? I don't remember because I didn't actually videotape swapping the motors. Pretty much, I can swap the hitch over and put the oil line on camera. Which I set that one down right there. Sometimes these oil lines suck the start to the tractors. There's one fitting maybe on a slightly different angle or something. So, motor is swapped over and it's going to be a lot better than I thought, because I figured I was going to end up using RTV on this, but I got lucky and the gasket was still good. So I know I didn't show you guys real close, but oh well. I'm going to make a separate video about checking and cleaning the points on this Fairbanks Morse Magneto, and I'll put the timing coupler back on and everything like that, and make up my mind on the spin-on oil filter. I mean, this is more period correct, and probably it would be just fine for me to keep the canister filter, because I'm not going to run this thing 80 hours a year. If this thing gets 8 hours put on it every 10 years, will probably be a lot. It'd just be good to put it back into a runnable, usable tractor, because as most of you guys know, that's what 98% of my tractors are. They're by no means the best looking. Some of them may be the best looking and not the best running, but that's what I'm into, guys, is good, usable, runnable tractors. So, without further ado, I'll let you guys get out of here and have a good rest of your day or evening, or morning for that matter, whenever you happen to be watching this. So, all right, guys, catch everybody on the Fairbanks Morse Magneto. Catch you later. Bye. So excited.